What about it, guys? How about it, New Vision Security? Can you hear this microphone? I think maybe we got all the bugs worked out. Hey, when Bob the Blue Wave says start up alive, what do? You start up alive. So I'm trying to bring it up on my end while y'all just chat amongst yourself. Wow. Got a bunch of people in here. So I'm going to turn off some other channels. They're not on. That's not on. Just X that off. Come over here. Good deal. There. Blue Wave Odyssey said he'd be right back. So I'm sure Bob's got something up his sleeve. So I finally got our microphone in today, our replacement. And after about an hour of playing on Lily's live today, we figured it out. So you can't use the what they call a USB sound card that comes with it. You can't use it. It squeals too much. So I'm trying to bring this up over here so I'll have a true live chat, which is what I'm trying to do. If y'all see me looking. There we are. Yeah, there we are. So good deal. And I can keep track with all my moderators. What's going on in the big world. So Jerry lost track of time. He went to check on his mom, if y'all didn't read, and lost track of time. And so he wasn't able to do his live stream. Blue Wave asked me to start one, so I did. So I'm sure he has got something going on. Me and him talked about some stuff today that he might be going to talk about. So what have you guys been up to? I got my lawnmower fixed today, by the way. eBay repair, $20 for a carburetor, a solenoid, a fuel filter, extra fuel lines, extra clips, and what else? Oh, gaskets. All of that for a Husqvarna lawnmower for $20. And it was plug and play. Take it off, put a new one on. It's time to mow the yard. So don't be afraid to try something. Can't get nothing fixed around here. Plus, that was a lot cheaper than having to pay somebody to do it. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was the whole carburetor, New Vision. I mean, all I did literally. I mean, it was easier than trying to clean the carburetor that it had, and easier than taking off the solenoid off the bottom, because you took the air filter off and 3 bolts, slide the carburetor off, unplug 2 wires. The new one had a 1 plug system, so that the wires were made at the end, so you connect the 2 wires. And then, oh, actually it come with a fuel shutoff too, so I added a fuel shutoff. So now when I change the fuel filter, I don't get fuel all over the place, or I have to run it in a bucket. For some reason, either somebody prior to me or Husqvarna did not put a fuel cutoff switch. So if it don't have a fuel cutoff switch, it has to be nearly empty so you can drain all the fuel out of it. Did I say it come with a fuel filter? It did, but I just had to put a new one on it, thinking that's what was wrong with it. Y'all do know how to test your lawnmower. I learned this today. So a little tech fact while we're waiting on everybody to get in here. So if your lawnmower will crank and go dead and then won't crank, and you have to wait a long time, and maybe it might crank again, but then it'll go dead, take the breather off so you can access the carburetor. Get you a can of ether like you use in a tractor or a dump truck. And now you can't use much of this, but hold it back 6 or 8 inches and spray it towards the carburetor and crank it. If it will crank and run while you're spraying that ether in it, your solenoid at the, I call it a solenoid, but the solenoid at the bottom is bad. Plus, you could probably touch it and it'll be really hot. So you can get on eBay and buy a whole new setup, probably for about the same. Because if your solenoid is bad, your carburetor is probably nearly gunked up. This, my friends, hang on, I'll get the box. So, imagine your Odyssey was talking about the microphone. This is a $30 microphone from, let's see, whoops. Let's see if I can find a better way of, if you go to, let's see. Yeah, here we go. Y'all see that? That's the microphone. If you go to, this is the microphone that another YouTube channel that is in our community surprised us with a couple weeks ago. It was sitting on our front porch from Amazon. I tell you all the time, we have an awesome community. I didn't need a microphone. I had mentioned about buying one and doing a review on it. And anyway, and then when everything sort of got in bad shape, I had mentioned on one of my videos that it was going to be a while before I could buy one and review it. And about a week later, I had one sitting on my front porch. So we have a lot of, y'all are all awesome, don't get me wrong, but somebody that gave us that gifted it to us, and they thought that it would make our day, and it did. So the first one we thought was bad, and actually technically it was, but this one done the same thing. We got it, but we figured out it's in this. So every one of them, both of them done exactly the same thing, and we figured out it's this. It's called a USB sound card, but it has a terrible back squeal in it. So, Blue Wave, did you have an agenda, or you just want to hang out? I like just hanging out. We can talk, but if you had something on your mind, we can get you up here. But anyway, yeah, I'm loving it. I haven't figured out exactly where I want it. The biggest thing is I don't know how it sounds, so you guys have to tell me if it sounds good or not. And do you think it's out of the way where I have it? Is that a good spot? Good deal, Blue Wave. So, but anyway, so I like it. It's like $30. Beyond Beauty. If you'll go to her page, one of the moderators might actually find. I don't know if you can find the video. It's one of her live streams. I don't know if Beyond Beauty's in here or not, but y'all can catch one of her live streams, ask her about it, and she'll tell you. She probably has a link. It's on one of the last 2 or 3 live streams. She was going to link it in the description, so check that out. And if not, I can find you a link. If you can't find it, let me know, and I am going to review it a few days, and I'll have a link to it. But it's around $30. It may be $39. So we're gonna have to block like New Horizons. I think we're gonna throw them out of the chat and see who else are we gonna throw out of the chat. Hey, Steve Turtle. So Jerry, for those that just come in, Jerry was supposed to have a live tonight on Happy Place Diaries, and he pulled one of my stunts as forgetting what time it was. And so he went to check on his parents, which every good son should do, right? And lost track of time. So we are filling the spot, and so that we can keep transitioning. I tell you, the biggest thing I'm having an issue with the microphone is, so I have a 2011 style MacBook Pro, and what I mean by that is I bought a refurbished MacBook Pro off of eBay. Actually, let me rephrase that. My kids bought it for me for Christmas because they knew that I was wanting to do some YouTube stuff. So I have all the ports on the left side. That's why I say a 2011 style, because I have the microphone ports and about every other port you can have made on it. So because we couldn't use the USB board that come with it, I have to use the left side of the headphones for the microphone and the right side for the headphone. The reason being is when I plug in the microphone to one side of the headphone, it cuts off the outside sound. So I have to wear headphones to hear what's going on. But so far, I haven't had to listen to anybody. So if anybody comes up on the screen, that'll be the only way I can hear them, because I don't have no external. So right now, I'm talking to myself, and I can't even hear the wind blow in the house. So let me see here. I'm trying to catch up on everything. So we have J Luck Blog, New Vision Security Services, Happy Place Camping, Steve Turtle, Our Epic RV Adventure, New Horizons, which I think we're going to throw her and Shelly out because I know they're going to be running their mouth about something, and it can only be guy talk. Z Sisterhood, I seen your comment, and you're going to be rudely surprised as you keep watching the kitchen remodel video. I loved your comment, by the way, and I can't say a whole lot more about it, but if you've seen any of our other videos about our kitchen, you know there's been a change there. And so I'm thinking maybe tomorrow Tammy will let me record the new video with the final reveal. So we have just today started putting the final touches. Hey, Justin and Christina, RV Van Life. Can't wait to see that new baby. Won't be long, any day now, right? If I missed you, Full-Time Dream, Van Life with Gina Payne, Find Us Camping. And if you guys are not subscribed to us, you can do that. And I think Justin and Christina actually wiped off the like button. So you can hit that on your way in the door. That would be awesome. So this link I'm picking to post is for Blue Wave Odyssey. You should be getting it anytime. But thank you guys for all coming over. So Captain Jack just went live. If we have any Captain Jack fans in the house.
All right, great.
Hey,
Hello, everybody. How's everybody this evening?
Good deal. Good deal. So finally got the microphone set up fixed, hopefully.
Yeah, I see that. Nice. I just washed my hair, so don't mind the wet head. We were speaking earlier in Lily Gypsy Child's stream, and we've been having a few issues here lately with some trolls. So I thought we would go over that a little bit because you had asked me to said that next time you have a stream that you want to talk about. So I thought this would be a good time to have that stream since if I believe if I'm correct, Justin can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there's no more streams tonight because normally Justin would be after Happy Place Diaries. And since Jerry's not running a stream tonight, I'm pretty sure that Justin's not running one this week, as I asked him earlier, and he said that's right. But yeah, not tonight. At Steve Turtle. So yeah, he's not. Justin, are you there? So there's no more streams tonight. So you have all night long as long as you want, or if anyone else wants to start one. But so I thought it'd be a good time to go ahead and open up a stream and talk about it. We had some trolls hit this channel here several days ago, and then we had some trolls hit Lily Gypsy Child. And they're not really trolls. I wouldn't go quite that far. I wouldn't really call them trolls, but they are definitely they're definitely a sub for sub type people that you usually pick up in the growth channels. They're from other countries and even some from this country, and they come in. Hi, host, and hi, our epic RV adventure, new friend, showed you love at your house and that kind of stuff. And we don't want that. We really don't. They're not here for our content. They want nothing but for you to subscribe to them. And when I was in this channel the other day, we were banning them, and they ended up going over to my channel and posting, hi, beautiful, awesome video. And all it was it wasn't an awesome video. It's just some kind of, it was a live stream or something. They were commenting. It's obvious they didn't watch it. They didn't have time to watch it, because it was like a 2-hour live stream they're commenting on it. And they just posted it 2 minutes after we kicked them out of here. So it was obvious what they were doing. So what I want to say about that is, one, the best way to pick these people up, they're not trolls, but they're really not welcome, I would say, unless you don't mind having subs like that. Let me tell you what's wrong with having subs like that. Okay, here's an example. Let's say you have 1,000 subscribers. And 50 of them are commenting on your site because the other 950 you picked up in a growth channel. YouTube looks at that and says that you don't have very good content because there's no interaction on your site. You have 1,000 subscribers, only 50 of them are posting. Now let's say you have 500 subscribers and 100 of them are posting. Now it's showing 20% of your people are watching your videos and commenting, and YouTube goes, they must have better content than that other channel. Even though the other channel has more subs, they're not getting the interaction. So YouTube will not recommend your channel on YouTube because you're not a good, you're looking like you're not a very good channel. So I really stress, it's your channel, do with it as you please. But I highly do recommend you stay out of grow channels. They just don't do any good. And I've been to grow channels. I was a young channel too, and wanted to grow just like everyone else. And I went into them, and I saw it happen on my site in the early days. So I made the same mistake. But that's what gave me the idea of doing what I do at the CCs and the BBs and the AAs. It made me realize I don't want a sub for sub channel, but I do want to grow a community and do it the right way. And that's why I started doing it the way I did it several months ago and saying, hey, we're not a grow channel, but if you have content and you want people to type CC it, and people go over there, leave a comment, do it the right way. And as you see, we don't have trolls in my channel. We're not having those issues. I had 380 people that one night, and I think we had 2 trolls we had to ban. And that was only because they were literally trolls coming in saying nasty things.
We haven't had no more problems.
Yeah, right. No, no, I won't. No. Disclaimer: there's no more issues. I don't want people to think that if you come in here, you're going to get a bunch of trolls joining you. That's not the case, and you're right. And the reason he hasn't had any more problems is because we banned them all, and they got the hint real fast that they weren't welcome here. And they don't want to come in here. They don't want to come in here just to come in here. They want subscribers. They're working hard for subscribers. They don't care what kind of subscribers. So when you ban them and you don't give them the attention they want, they go to another channel and you know, they'll go to the other channels that will do that for them. And that's what they'll look for. They don't want to, if you don't reciprocate to them and say, yeah, we'll sub you and you sub us and a friend, and then they'll, you know, they'll come. But if you don't do that, they will leave. But that's the best way to get rid of them. Exactly.
Yeah. And another thing, what nearly happened with yours is because they were on my channel, they seen all you guys in the chat, and they just spread it was like a wildfire. It went from my channel to your channel, and then anybody else they picked up from that, it's just going to keep going.
Right, and that's true. It's like this virus; it just starts growing, you know. And if you nip it really fast, it takes care of it, you know. So that brings us on the case of moderators. On my channel, and you can check with, I have 7 moderators, and not counting Debbie. Debbie's a moderator also, but she's a silent moderator. She just kind of keeps an eye on things and let me know if I miss a comment that I need to address or something that it might be directed at me that requires addressing. She'll let me know, or she'll let me know if someone came in the room that I wanted to say something about. She'll let me know. So she's a real silent moderator. But other than her, I have 7 moderators, and I've got 2,600 subscribers, 2,700 I think today. Moderators, I don't give out the ranch because you're my friend. If I did, everyone would be a moderator in my channel. And it's not to hurt anyone's feelings. It's just I don't want to have a blue stay. I want people coming to see blue down my list. I take my moderators very seriously. We have moderator meetings on my channel. And I've only had 2 since I've started this stuff and all. I just had one last week. We had a moderator meeting, and we had one a couple months ago. But I'm going to start doing it once a month, moderator meetings once a month. I'm also going to compensate, and I'm not suggesting you guys compensate your moderators. It's just something I want to do on my channel. I don't suggest that one bit, just like I don't suggest giveaways, although that's a good way to bring people into your channel. If you can afford small giveaways, people like that. And these are just some tips I'm going to give people to help grow their live streams, because I've obviously got pretty successful live streams. I've seen me pulling in more people in my live streams than a lot of larger channels are doing. And it's because of a few things that I think I'm doing right. I'm not bragging or anything like that. I'm just want to give everybody some tips right now that does live streams. Some of the secrets are, one, if you can do a little giveaway, that's always great, even if it's something you made or you have around the house that you don't want that might be interesting, whatever. I don't like to do that because then you have to ship it, and that's more expensive than a $5 e-card. You don't have to ship it. It's $5, and if you gave away $5 a week, that's $20 a month, and it really helps you grow your channel. If you like, what I get with super chats, I give away $30 a week, and then I give away on special occasions. I've given away as much as $450 in one night. When I hit the 1,000 subs, we gave away $450. When we went blue, we gave away $275 that night. Every other week, I give away $30. And I make more than that on super chats and on YouTube. So I'm paying it forward that way to the community. So that's a good thing. If you can do a small giveaway, that's great. If not, that's fine too, because that's not but what's a really good thing, if you really want to know another secret, shout outs. People love to hear their name called out. And not only is it helping an ego thing or a narcissist thing that's within all of us, it also helps the channels that you're shouting out. It really does. So shout outs help. People think, hey, he didn't call my name. Well, maybe he will next week. So they'll come back next week. And you want to mix it up, and you want to try to cover as many people as you can. So shout outs is a good thing. And that's just another good tip for your channel. Something else that's been going big lately are these silent streams, where people point them at something and have you watch that, and they think it gives them watch time. I don't suggest that. And here's why. If you do a silent stream, and you see Blue Wave Odyssey on all day long, and then let's say I did something like, and I went, oh, I'm going to do a live stream right now out of my regular time. I'm going to do a live stream, and I put it up. People aren't going to come in because they're going to think it's one of my silent streams, and they're not going to come in. You're going to have 2 or 3, maybe 5 or 6 people watching that silent stream throughout the day as people are coming in and out and see what it is and leave. It's not many, and it's not really helping you. I know someone did, I don't want to mention any names or anything, but I know someone did one the other day, and when they shut it off and opened it back up, the one they shut off had 88 views and showed 12 minutes long. So he ran it for 4 days and had 88 views for 12 minutes. That's not very much watch time. So the only time I would even suggest doing it, if you really felt you need to, is maybe if you're within 200 hours of your 4,000, you're trying to get there a little faster, maybe that works. But these silent streams don't work. I think they work against what you're wanting to accomplish. Because now if you do a live stream out of your regular time, people just see the live stream on and they don't realize what it is and they don't even come and look at it. Yesterday, I missed one from one of the channels that I follow, and I was on the phone with him today. He called me and we were talking, and he said, yeah, I did a video on this and that yesterday. And I go, really? He goes, yeah, it was a live stream. And I go, see, I didn't know you were doing a live stream. I thought it was one of your silent streams, and I didn't go in it because I thought it was a silent stream you had been running. I wish I would have known. So I went back and watched it later because I was interested in the content he was doing, but I didn't know that's what he was doing. I thought he had a silent stream going. I never even looked because every time I looked there for the previous days, it was a silent stream. So these silent streams are really going to work against you. And it's just something I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, I agree with that because I see so many messages anyway. And so if I see 2 or 3 and go over there and click, it's sort of like the boy that cried wolf.
Yep.
You're going to quit going.
Yep, that's exactly right. And then you may still pop it on their regular time. We look at the TV guide, you know, they have one going. I'm sure you might go in those, but if they decide to do one sooner. And another thing about those silent streams, if you run a silent stream for 24 hours and it shows 8 people coming in and out, that's poor retention time because people are not staying there for the 24 hours. So if I stayed in that silent stream for 1 hour or even 2 hours, and you ran it for 24 hours, it looks like that video was 24 hours long, but only kept my attention for 2 hours. And YouTube looks at that as poor retention time. So it's really hurting you to do those silent streams. I do not recommend them.
Our epic RV adventure. Yeah, I agree with you. You're doing it in all fun. That's a whole different deal. As long as we do everything for fun, it's not a big deal. But I'm like Bob. I believe it'll kill the stats.
Right, and I'm going to read here real quick because they're admitting it here, and I wasn't even talking. I know that our Epic RV Adventure does them, but in any of the examples I was just giving, I wasn't using them on any of my examples. However, I do want to read this. Good advice. We did a silent one to give people a distraction to see Talon. We knew it would kill our analytics, but we were doing it just for fun. And then it goes, we did have some good music though. If you call royalty music good music, good for you, but I'm sorry. But no, and I understand what you're saying. You're showing Talon, but you know, you could do a real live stream and show Talon. I mean, Talon's a beautiful, awesome dog, and there's a lot to talk about with Talon. He's a service dog, and Talon's got a lot more interest in watching him lay on the couch. So that's just the thing that I would say about that. Because you could do a real live stream, bring Talon in and make a live stream just about Talon. And believe me, all the pet lovers would be flocking in there to watch it. But if you were to put one up right now to talk about Talon, people would think you're doing your live stream, your silent stream, and wouldn't be as interested. So when people see my live streams go up, they come flocking in because they know I'm probably doing shout outs, maybe a giveaway. And that's what people like. And that's why I'm able to pull in so many people, I believe. And I'm not trying to brag or sound, you know, it's not about that. I'm really about the community. And if I can help any one of you people that are doing live streams, if there's any way I can help you bring in people, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the advice that I think would help you do that. Because I think most people know that I'm serious about this community and how much I love it and how much I want to build it and do it the right way. And that's just, now again, it's your channel. Do what you want. Take for what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Whatever you feel like, it's your channel. I'm not trying to tell you what to do or anything. I'm just giving my honest piece of advice, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, nothing like that, because it's your channel. It's just something that it's just advice for me to everyone, for what it's worth.
Yeah. Could you, I know you started on the mods, talking about the mods, and you got all, what is like a requirement of you from your mods other than your meetings?
Okay, let me, I actually have, let me see if I can find my list here. Because I actually do have a little list here of that. Let me see. Moderators email. This is an email that I had sent out to all my moderators. I'll read the whole email if you want. It's a little lengthy, but not too bad. I put here, hello moderators, just a quick note to thank you all for supporting the channel and working so hard to keep our live streams among the best on YouTube. I credit each and every single one of you for the success we've had in the past month and a half until last week. In the past month and a half, our live streams have grown in attendance almost weekly. Every week they were going up a little bit more. Last night we hit a record 115 people in the chat room, not including the Let's Go Blue live stream where we hit a whopping 380 in the chat. I understand I could not have done this without a smoothly run live stream and the help of great moderators. I believe this channel has the best moderators on YouTube. For that, I want to thank you all. You have all been very supportive, and I really appreciate that. Here's a list of things that I've noticed you doing, and I want to be sure our moderators continue doing it. One, I want our moderators to greet everybody that comes into the chat room, because I can't do it. The chat goes so fast, and I've got an agenda, a list of things that I put on my screen of that I want to follow, and there's no way I can watch chat. I don't even look at, every now and then I kind of glance over them. I comment on maybe 10 comments throughout the whole chat. So I go, greet everyone that comes in the room, answer questions in the chat that I might have missed, put up links to the channels with content that support this channel with Super Chat. When someone Super Chats us, be sure to link their site with a thank you and you're awesome or you're super, something like that. Say thank you to the channels that support this, to the channels with no content. Be sure to say thank you to all of them when they do a Super Chat. Letting me know that people are in the room during giveaways. Like if I say, is so-and-so in the room, moderator can type at BL and my name will pop up if I'm in the room, even if I'm talking. So they can tell me if someone's in the room before that person announces themselves. So do that for me. Deleting grow channel type comments and nicely asking the person making such comments to refrain from doing so. So if someone like Daydream About Nice Things were to come in and say, hey, Happy Place Camping, I just visited your house, delete that comment and say, hey, Gary, please don't do that. You can, if you're going to instead go to his house, leave a comment, and he'll know you visited him that way. So we ask people to do that, and eliminating trolls by banning them. We've only had to do that a few times, but still. And also mentioning and promoting our live streams on other live streams throughout the week. Now that we got to be careful about. I don't want to whore my channel out there. I don't want people going out there, hey, go check out Blue Wave and someone else's live stream. That's not right. But when you're in certain live streams, you can talk about it. Hey, Blue Wave's going to be doing this night or that night. So it's nice if you can do it. I don't expect them to do that, then get themselves in trouble on someone else's life. That's a delicate, you have to know when you can and cannot do it. The other day I was in a live stream and someone goes, hey, Blue Wave Odyssey is going to be playing tonight. And we were in a live stream that had no problem with that. So if you're in a live stream, it's nothing wrong with promoting a live stream in someone else's live stream as long as it's not going on at the same time. I would never say, hey, everyone that's here in Gary's live stream right now, New Horizons has a stream going. If you guys want to go over there and check it out, that would be totally wrong. But if someone were to say, hey, everyone, New Horizons is going to do a live stream after this one, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But at the same time, don't spam someone's site with that. And then attending our live streams as much as you can when you're available. I appreciate my moderators being there when they can be. So that's it. And then I go, number 1 and number 2 are very important. Number 1 and number 2 are greeting everyone in the chat room and answering questions that I miss. And I go, number 1 and number 2 are very important, not only for the integrity of our live stream, but also for your channel. the more you greet people and interact with them, the more likely they are to go check out your channel. So if one of my moderators says hi to everyone and then misses a question that Captain Jack Scrapper posts a question in there and I don't answer it, and one of my moderators answered, Captain Jack Scrapper is likely to go, man, that was a good answer. I'm going to go check this guy's channel out and subscribe to that moderator if he isn't already. So number one, into it, very important, not only to the integrity of our channel, but also to your channel. The more you greet people, the more likely to visit your channel. I've noticed that with the growth of my own channel on channels where I moderate. I also appreciate those of you that send me texts during the live stream, notifying me of things that I need to be aware of that I might have missed in the chat. Because I'll be sitting here talking, all of a sudden I get a text from Camper Live or one of the other moderators, and then I can check that text while I'm talking to everybody and address that, whatever he mentioned that I needed to do. And then I go, please continue to do that. It helps a lot. Thank you very much, Bob of Blue Wave Odyssey. Now, something else I do, and this is, again, not on anyone. You run your channels the way you want, but I don't believe in oversaturating my site with moderators. If someone quits, we had one of our moderators quit the other day, and he's a great guy, love him, and he loves us, and there's nothing. He just felt that he couldn't do some of the things that we wanted to do with linking, and he felt that we had enough moderators, so he quit. And when he left, I went ahead and brought in another moderator. So we added some moderators last week. So that's something you do. I just kind of rotate them as they rotate. Or Wanderlost was offline for a long time, and I replaced her. I took her off and replaced her with someone else. But then when she started coming around again, she was such a great moderator that we put her back on board. So now I have an extra moderator. So that's something. But right now I've got 2,500, or we'll say 2,700 subscribers. I've got, we'll say, 80 people in the chat room, but I've only got 7 moderators because I wanted to, and it's not that, I mean, like I say, I work my moderators. We have meetings and I expect stuff from them, and it's a volunteer job. So I know they can say, man, heck with this, man. I can go to other channels and not have to do a darn thing. But on my channel, you can't not do a darn thing. You're not getting the wrench because you're my friend. You're getting the wrench because you're a good moderator, and I want good moderators. I don't want just people in there with wrenches. I want people that know what to do with that wrench when they have one. If you ever notice, when I'm in anyone's channel where I have a wrench, I greet every single person in that room. I start at the top of the chat. I just work my way down. Hello. And people might think, man, why doesn't this guy just shut up? But no, I make sure that everybody feels welcome in that channel because I think that's important as a moderator.
Well, as many as you have, the chat goes by so fast. You need so many per, I guess, a 8 or 10% ratio just to keep up with the chat on any given live stream that you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's right. If anyone has any questions, please shoot, man, blast them out there, and I'll help you. Or if you disagree with something I'm saying, let me know, and we can talk about that too. Because I'm open for suggestions. So I'm new at this too. A lot of people think that I have all the answers to YouTube or StreamYard. I really don't. Believe me, there's a lot I can learn. I don't have all the answers, but I just try to. My channel's growing really well. I've got I've been in this for it'll be a year. On April 2nd, it'll be 1 year that I've started my YouTube channel, and in that 1 year, we've got 2,700 subscribers, and we've gotten monetized. I think we're right now at 5,400 hours of watch time. So I'm doing something right, and I'm pulling a lot of people in my live streams too, which I'm so thankful to every single one of you guys that come into my live streams, because that almost means more to me than the super chats. YouTube pays me, and I'm not here for the money anyway. I have a full-time job. Nothing flatters me more than everyone being in that live stream, and that's why I do the giveaways and shout-outs. I want huge live streams. I like that, and the reason I want huge live streams is because I love this community and I want to grow it. And I think that with the more people we have, the more we can grow. In fact, getting on that. When I used to have 40 people in my room, it was so easy to go CC, Now, when I type CC, there's 100 CCs popping up, and I got to realizing there's no way people are checking out all these CCs. You just can't do it. So then I tried to break it up into pieces. And I'm still not so sure that that's working as well as I would like it to do. And that's why I started doing interviews. I'd like to do 2 interviews a week. And I'm going to start doing shout outs. I'm going to start doing 5 new channel shout outs and 3 channels that have been around for a while. I don't care if you're 10,000 subs or 200 subs. If you've been around for a while, you'll be one of those 3. And I'll try to do 5 new channels. And something else I do to pick up new subscribers, I'll go to places like Nomadic Fanatic, some of the super channels. I'll read their comments. And a lot of those channels with really big people that get a lot of NNs, which are fine, but I don't really go after the NNs like a lot of people do. And it's nothing wrong with them. It's just that I'm about helping creators. And so I look for the creators in that group. And then I go over to their channels. I watch a video, I leave a comment, and I invite them to my live stream. And I do it in a way that doesn't sound like I'm just trying to bring them over because I want people in my live stream. I try to do it in a way that they understand they're going to be joining a community of people that are going to watch their content and subscribe to them, and they'll be part of a really cool RV and travel community, and a lot of those people come over. Also, I've been getting emails from some of my subscribers letting me know of channels that they think I would be interested in. And I always support that. If any of you out there see a channel that you're supported that you think I would should check out and promote, let me know. I will go over there and do it. Real quick, there's a question here. Blue Wave Odyssey, you sang. We'll just ignore that question. Sorry. Steve Turtle's being distracting. Steve, sit in the back of the classroom, please.
Are we going
to? Yeah, you better come up here in the front here and sit right here in front here. That's what the teachers did to me.
Yeah.
Who's Bobby, Bobby, turn to the front of the class and sit in this front row. Mary, you've been so good. Take Bobby's seat back there. I got to keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Stevie, come up here and sit in the front row, please.
I email and text Bob several times. If I find somebody new, especially if it's on a Wednesday or Thursday after mine, I'll send them to Bob, because Bob's like me. It's not about us. It's about helping others. And it's not about my channel or Blue Wave channel. Even though the bigger we are, the more we can help people.
Here's something right here. Imagine your Odyssey, Blue Wave Odyssey. I would recommend you turn on slow chat. Helps keep the commenting slower. And that might be a good idea. I like the idea, actually. I've seen it on other channels where I was in, and I like the idea. Maybe I will try that and see. I don't want to discourage people from chatting, though. And that's the only thing that does, is it when you leave and I don't even know how to do it. I would have to look in. I guess it's just a matter of looking in the settings there at the bottom, I think. But I like the idea. Maybe I'll experiment with it. I just wouldn't want people to feel restricted from commenting, because that's why I've got all those moderators to also keep an eye on that chat. But maybe I will experience with that, Jason. That may be a good tip. So
I'll tell you something I learned after my, I wouldn't call it an attack, but the problem we had in our live stream a couple of days ago, after I talked to Bob at Blue Wave, and we had about a 45-minute talk, I went into my channel and I just started picking out people based on what we had talked about, and I just went ahead and hid them. You can't unsubscribe. That's what a lot of people don't understand. If you unsubscribe, they still may be subscribed to your channel, so they're going to get notification. You have to hide them, or they're still going to be getting notifications every time you go live. So that's something you need to be clear about. I'm
missing a lot of comments here that need to be addressed. New Horizons makes a good point too, where I know of a channel, and there's several channels like that, that when you come in, they make you a moderator. I'd never do that. First of all, if you make everyone a moderator, I'm sorry, I don't care how nice a person you are, you could run into and have a problem with that person, or maybe you didn't say hi to them one time enough and they get their feelings hurt or something. They can wreak havoc on your channel. they're not only moderating the chat, they can go onto your comment section. Anyone who's a moderator on your page can also moderate the comments on your page. And they can go in there and delete people. They can ban people. Now, it's easy enough to unban people if you keep an eye on that stuff, but most people don't go and check who's banned on their website every day. There's only 3 people banned on my website. When I go into the, you click on settings and on community where your moderators are listed, there's a box below there that shows the banned people. There's only 3 people banned on my channel. And they were the ones that came in during the 380 thing and came in, were saying nasty things. And one was a grow person who just kept on and on after we warned them and warned them. We give them 3 warnings and then they get banned. First warning, we delete the comment. Second warning, we give them a timeout. Third warning, you're out, you're banned. And then after a little while, I'll go in there, and if I recognize them was just someone that was just growing themselves and banned, after a while, I'll probably unban them, but at least we got rid of them for the night. Because if you put someone in timeout, it's only for 5 minutes, and they can come back in and do their thing again. I'm going to go through somewhat more of these comments here. Agree with everything he says. Thanks. Let me see. There were some more things here that I wanted to look at. Question Blue saying again. Blue Wave Odyssey did. Are you serious? I didn't know moderators could mess with comments. Yeah, absolutely they can. Any channel that you are a moderator on, go over there and go check out the comment section. I can go in there and I can delete comments on any channel that I'm a moderator on. And I'm a moderator on a lot of channels that never asked me to be. You know, I mean, I just go in there and wow, I got a wrench. No one asked me, and that's all right. I'm flat. I'll moderate as many, but if you make me a moderator without asking me to do it, I'll be taking it as seriously as I can. And it's something else I want to touch on real quick. Double duty. And I went over that with my moderators the other day. When I'm moderating on someone's site, I don't do double duty. I just can't do it. And if I'm a moderator on 2 channels and they're both running a live stream at the same time, I pick one. Friday nights that happens. I'm a moderator on one, and I moderate that one. But then earlier in the day, there's one where I'm a moderator on both of them. And what I do there is I alternate. 1 week, I go to this channel. The next week, I go to the other live stream. So I rotate. Or I'll just tell the one person to remove me from the moderator list. But normally I don't do that. I did that once with Jerry Hawley, asked him to remove me because he had so many moderators. Then one day I was in there and he had a troll problem, and I couldn't help him because I wasn't the moderator. So I said, yeah, moderate me again. We'll take care of it. And we did. So I won't ask anyone to unmoderate me because I want to be there to help them if they need it. So if someone moderates me, that's fine. But it's not. I tell you what, when I got in this thing, I didn't ever want to be a moderator. I told Camper Life it'd be the only channel I would moderate for. But people made me moderator, and I take it seriously. When I go in and I see a wrench on me, then I'm going to greet everyone. I'm going to do everything that I would expect moderators to do on my channel. Someone does a super chat, I'll thank them. If someone, if New Horizon says we're going to raid so-and-so, I go get the raid call and the link all ready to go, and things like that. Because I take it seriously. It's not about just having a wrench and, hey, thanks, look, I got a wrench.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does benefit your moderator, but there's a lot of work that comes with that benefit.
Yeah, but I know there's a lot of moderators don't moderate.
Right.
It's just, I mean, you could even assign certain jobs for certain people. If some people are better at some things than others that you ask for your moderators to do, have one person just greet people, if that's what he's best at doing, and then have someone else do links. You can do that too, you know. But I would also recommend people, when you have a channel and you want to do live streams, or even not, because like I said, moderators can moderate comments, not just chat. I would recommend moderator meetings. And the reason we're talking about this is because earlier Gary had asked me to join his live stream and talk about moderating. And this was a good time to start a live stream, I thought. So. Yeah,
I think it's great. And two, we got more people here, and some of my new moderators are here tonight, so they're learning. What I run into with my new morning stream that we've been doing is none of my moderators that I made early a lot of times can't make it. And I was having live streams with no moderators, and that was scary. So I'm actually training too right now because they're there nearly every morning. And I know everybody else has to work and has other things. It's hard to be at everything. So, and
Real
they're doing a
quick,
good job.
sorry to cut you off. I just, while I'm going up the chat, my email address is real easy. And just so people know, go to anyone's about page and you can get their email address unless they have it turned off. I don't, mine's there. So, but my email address is bluewaveodyssey@gmail.com. And if you go to my about page, even though it's, it says you have to prove you're not a robot, a bot. So as long as you can prove you're not a bot, it's real easy to get my email address because someone's asking for it here. Blake, I believe it was. Yeah, Blake. Yeah, my email address is just like you see, Blue Wave Odyssey, all one word, @gmail.com. And if you forget it, just go to my about page. And just like anyone else's channel, if you go to someone's channel and they have it turned off, you won't see anything there at all. But if you see email and submit and a little thing there, you can just click on that and you prove you're not a bot and get their email address. So you never really need to ask someone for their email. If they don't want you to have it, it's turned off. And if they're okay with you having it, it's just go to their about page and everyone's email is there unless they turn it off. And I noticed that very few people turn that off. So yeah, keep talking while I keep reading the chat. And I'll just interrupt you with as I see.
That's fine. That's what we want to do, is let everybody know. But mine is actually off because I set my channel up under a different email, and I haven't figured out how to go in there and add the Daydream Gmail address. So if you see mine off, it ain't that I don't want you to know, because I usually stream it at all of my live streams. And mine's easy to remember, the channel name at gmail.com. And we'll do a sticker swap, by the way, while he's reading. If anybody wants a sticker, and I got a new sticker today. Any of y'all got that sticker? That is a real cool sticker.
Yeah, this is a good point that our Epic RV Adventure's making. You see, that was a problem I was doing when we first do live streams. It's easy to get this addiction. Live streams are fun. If you do live stream, how many do we have in the room right now? 24. Okay, cool. If you do live streams all the time, people get complacent with you. They get to seeing you all the time, and you become an old hat. And that's what I noticed with my live streams. I was bringing in 40 and then 35 and then 30, and I was falling down that 21 number. And I said, it's falling off. I'm not leaving anybody anything to want. So I stopped doing them. I was doing Thursday night, an hour, I think it was. And I was doing 2 hours on Friday night. No, Saturday. I was doing Thursday night, an hour, 2 hours on Saturday night, and then anywhere from 1 to 3 hours on Sunday morning. And I got to realizing this wasn't working. Sunday morning, I was bringing in about 17 people, and I wasn't leaving anyone anything to want. Now, once a week, oh, they want me. No, but in once a week, really, it's now something to look a little bit more forward to. My giveaways, my shout outs, and the fun we have, the interviews. And it's cool. It's something else I want to say about live streaming. Again, do what you want. It's your channel. But I myself don't like to focus on one thing through a whole stream. I don't like to do a 1 hour interview. I don't like to play a 1 hour game. I don't want to do 1 hour of shout outs. I want to do a little bit of all of it. So I do 2 interviews that last about 3 to 5 minutes. I do shout outs. I do games. I mix it up. And that's the best way I do giveaways. I mix it all up. And that way it keeps people's interest. If Gary were to interview me for an hour, you would keep the people's attention here for about 10 or 15 minutes, and they're going to start leaving. It's just, how much do you really want to know about me? You know what I mean? So that's another thing I would really highly recommend. If you're doing live streams, mix it up with a few different things that you want to do. Do a bunch, try to get at least, like, if you watch Art of RVing, he's doing some killer live streams.
Yeah.
The only exception I might make is Slow Momentum with his karaoke. That was fun, man. I mean, he went 4 hours last night to the 100th of a second. I mean, 4.00.00. Go look at the time on that live stream. Exactly. That's hard to do. He did it exactly 4 hours. But what I would do there if I were him, and we're going to talk about one, and just so everyone knows, we are going to do 3 songs. We're going to limit everyone to 3 songs. This way, you know, it becomes, and I'll tell you why on that one too. If we recruit more people to his live stream, we'll have more people coming up and singing. You don't want to watch me sing 9 times. You'd rather watch 3 people sing 3 songs and 1 person sing 9. So you get to mix it up a little bit more. Plus, it gets the guys to bring more guys in and the girls to bring more girls in. It'll help build his live stream. So I really, and like, you know, this isn't a competition. Oh, I want a bigger live stream than Momentum. I want to have the biggest live. I don't care how big I know what I want mine to do. And I hope everyone else can do the same thing. I'm not trying to be the biggest and the best. And that's not what it's about. I want everyone to have 90 people or 100 people in their live streams. And that's why I'm giving you these tips. But my secrets, if you want to call them that, is because I want everyone to have success with their live streams. And since mine are successful, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing and what I think is making them successful. But yeah, so definitely, I would definitely suggest mixing things up during a live stream, because even a game, name this RV or name this tune or whatever, it can only go so long before ready for something else.
When I first started preaching, I had a lot of preacher friends come up to me and they said, Gary, if you keep them past 15 minutes, they're done getting ready to go to sleep. Past 20, you've done lost them. So 20 minutes, you may hear people preach longer than that, but generally they're mixing it up with something, you know. But only reason services last an hour is because the music, the offering, the preaching don't last an hour. So it used to, back in the old days, last hours, but that's why you lose people after so long.
Okay, yeah, Happy Place Camping. My email doesn't show. No one's email shows unless you literally type it in there to show, like in your description. You have to prove you're not a bot to get it, but it's there. Now, unless you turn it off and it's completely not there, that's different. But if you go to my About page, you'll see it says email, and then there's a little, here, let me go over there right now. I might just go to someone else's site. Let me go to like New Horizon site here, or let me click on which I want right up on top here. And I'm going to look at it. Go ahead and what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen, and we'll bring it up there, and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. All right, there you go. Go ahead and share that screen. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click down there, and I'm going to click on Our Epic RV Adventure. All right, now I'm going to go to their About page. Oops, I'm up there. Here we are. Go to their About page. All right, now I'm going to scroll down here. Right here it says email address right there. And see, it's not showing, and that's how mine is. So I'm going to click there. Now it's going to give me I'm not a robot. I'm going to click there, and I've just proved I'm not a robot. I'm going to click there, and there it is, Our Epic RV Adventure at gmail.com. And that's how you get people's email. Now, let me go to someone else's channel here real quick. I'm just going to scroll down here. And
mine is not on.
I'm going to click on Box Van D's. All right, and I'm going to go to hers. And I'm going to look here, and there's hers. So that's how they look when you don't do them. So, but again, you can just click there, click submit, and there's her email address. Now, did you say yours is off your site?
Yeah, mine's not on. So if you pull mine up, it don't show.
People how that looks. I'm glad you said that. So if we go to Daydreaming About Nice Things, and now he has nothing here, and there's no box there. So you cannot get his email address. He's the one you would have to say, hey, Gary, could you send me your email address?
Yeah, I got to get that fixed. But when I set up my initial channel, I set it up just as a viewer. And so I added Daydream, but I haven't figured out, I just hadn't really took the time, I guess, to figure out how to add Daydream's new Gmail to that spot.
Right. Okay. But yeah, that's I can go over that with you later on if you want.
That'd be great.
We'll touch on that. But yeah, everyone's email address, unless they turn it off like Gary has done here, then yeah, that would be the case. Absolutely. Okay, let's go ahead and unshare this. There you go. So let me look here at some more questions that might be coming in. Let's see.
Most another thing, most YouTube channels has a Gmail address that matches their channel. Not always, but most.
Yeah, most of them do, but not always. You're right, because you can put whatever email when you're setting up your channel. You can put whatever email in there you want. In fact, I used to have bluewave@usa.com, and I got locked out of that account. And I had Blue Wave Contest in there for a while, and then when I got at USA, but when I got locked out of Blue Wave at USA, I quit that whole domain. I left that domain because I thought, if you can lock me out of an email like that with no reason, because I tried to contact them, ask them what was going on, what happened, and they wouldn't tell me. So I just thought, I'm out of here. I can't be losing emails like that. So I opened up my Blue Wave Odyssey at gmail.com, and I like it a lot better. So
Our RV adventure. I'm growing my beard out. My famous microphone guy is Wolfman Jack. So I'm going to go for that voice for Sunday night. I'm just kidding.
If I missed any comments, go ahead and retype them, or questions or anything. Go ahead and retype them, and I'll start following the chat a little bit closer here.
So another good thing, if you're a new YouTube channel, about Gmail addresses is if you have cell phones, it is easy to add that out to your cell phone. I have a website, and the company I have my website through is a big company, but it's not recognized by all the big names. So I can't add my email to my cell phone. So I have a big company email address that I can only check if I pull up a web browser and go to the site. And it's a little aggravating.
Yeah, right here. Nothing against Slow Momentum. I love him. And he said that one time. He goes, yeah, people are telling me that I shouldn't be streaming so much. Well, the people were me. I'm the one who actually called him and said, Keith, man, you're streaming way too much. Let me give you a suggestion. Give the people something to want. I'm reading this comment here by Our Epic RV Adventure. Slow Momentum was definitely unique. That was very popular for a while. It was unique and fun. It was every night, then people would walk away, and it's true. He just got to doing it so much that it left nothing, and he fell down in the numbers to 21. And I told Keith, I go, I guarantee you could be pulling in the numbers I'm pulling in your live stream, because you're fun, you're entertaining, you're likable, but you're just doing it so much that they can watch you anytime they want. So they're not going to watch you all the time. No one's going to do that. And it's not fair to other channels. So we're all going to watch you. And it's nothing against the guy. I love Keith, man. He's a great guy, and I do it. But he thought that I don't know. It seemed like he thought I was giving him a hard time, but I wasn't. I was just trying to give him advice. And that's why I'm so glad. That's why I shouted him out on my channel so hard the other night. And we brought in 70 people last night. He never had those kind of numbers. And I'd say 50 of them stuck around really for most of the night.
About 3 hours.
Yeah.
Nearly 60.
Yeah,
I tell you,
60.
Slow Momentum has 2.
Is he in here right now? Keith, are you in here? If you are, say something. Let us know you're in here, because let me see.
That Willie Ray that Slow Momentum has, that and karaoke. I mean, he could do 100 if he had Willie Ray one night a week, or during the day. He would draw a crowd. I love Willie Ray.
Willie Ray, karaoke, and just Keith.
Yeah, and BJ is awesome.
Yeah,
BJ got her own show. She could do good by herself.
But no, I think, right now, I really believe he's got one of the hottest things going on with that karaoke. Him and the Art of RVing, Mark over at the Art of RVing with Gus. That's a great thing he's got going there. So those are 2 great channels.
I'd like to sign Willie Ray to a daytime contract. So we're having fun on our daytimes. If anybody's not been coming or didn't know, while we are down, and this will probably only be while we are all contained to the house, we're doing a daily coffee talk, and it's about different things. Blue Wave was in there the other day, and just by pure accident, we all learned how to get rid of trolls. But like today, we learned how to use Prism. Go ahead, Bob.
Real quick, full-time dream. The only way you can get into it that I know of currently is with this program right there. That program right there, StreamYard. The person hosting the interview, the person who's hosting the live stream, can bring a panel up, bring people up like Gary just did with me. If you're not using, it's the only program that I know of that allows you to do it. There's Prism, there's Stream, what's it called? Stream Labs. There's OBS. There's YouTube, but you can't bring someone else on the panel. That's the only program that'll let you do it right there.
I think they're asking how to get interviewed. If the person asks you if they can interview you, they have the software needed. All you need is a phone that's got a camera and a microphone.
Right. And then what they will do, they will send you a link. What I do with my interviewers, I sent them in, I select 2 channels that I'm going to interview this week. I've already sent my emails out for this Saturday's emails. One of them's in here tonight. I'm not going to say who it is because I like my interviews to be sort of a surprise. But one of them's in the chat room tonight and the other one's not. And I've sent them their emails requesting an interview with them. And if they accept, then I will bring them up and we'll do the interviews. If they don't accept, then I'll find someone else who does it. And if they don't answer me by a certain day, then I'll just go ahead and get someone else. And then either tell them I didn't get the reply in time, or I might squeeze them in. Depends on what the agenda is. But or I'll follow up an email saying, hey, are you able to do it? Or call them if I have their phone number. But yeah, and that's what I'll do there. But I send out an email. I let them know what I'm going to do and all that, and then I send them a link. So Steve Turtle, do you have 2 monitors? If so, how hard to hook up? I do. I've actually, let me show you what I've got here. Okay, right here's my laptop. All right, and then right above my laptop's the monitor. Then over here, I've got another laptop. And then right up there's another monitor. So I literally have 2 computers set up here and 2 monitors. So I'm literally working on 4 monitors right now. I mean, I'm not, as you can see, these 2 are over here are blank right now because I'm just working on this one.
Well, you don't have to have 2.
Pardon me?
I was telling him, but you don't have to have 2 monitors.
No, you don't have to. But it's nice to have that extra monitor. And how easy is it to hook up, Steve? It's so easy. All you need to do is buy a monitor. It comes with the HDMI cord or
HDMI cord.
Yeah, HDMI cord comes with the monitor, and there's a thing on the an outlet on the computer. You plug it into, and that's all it takes. You plug in the power for the monitor, plug it into your computer, and then you turn on your computer, and there it is. You're set up. And if you ever have any questions, there may be a few things in the settings you need to do to get it the way you want it, because I use this top monitor as my main monitor instead of the bottom one. So I had to go into properties to assign this top monitor as my main monitor. So all my desktop icons are up there instead of in the default monitor.
Yeah, imagine your Odyssey. I did see a good bit of that. I had a wife want me to watch a movie at the same time about good ways into your stream, but I got to watch a good bit of it, and that was really informative. I may go back and watch some more of it.
RV Traveling, MI Researcher, he's one of the people that sent an email to me saying, hey, check out this channel. That channel he sent me to is Just Wandering. If any of you are familiar with them, they came into our stream. We shouted them out. They're great channel. I really appreciate them doing that. And he's saying this looks like an engineer's desk. Well, that happens to be what I do. I do mechanical, electric, and plumbing design work for architects and contractors. Hey, if you guys find this informative and you're okay with it all, go ahead and type in II into the chat, please. II for informative.
I'm going to. I love it. I love it. Which me and Bob talked a lot about this the other night after my little issue. I will say that since that talk, and I went through my channel, go ahead and hide them from the other channels. Now we do a very little warning. We have very little patience, and we've only threw out 3 people since this was sometime last week when we had our issue. So once you get the cow by the horns, I guess as the old saying goes, you can ring them in. Just don't let it get too out of hand before you start trying.
All right. Another quick thing that I would like to say, and I found this on mine. I don't know if I'm correct about this or not, but I found it to work for me this way. You pick up good watch time doing live streams. You pick up subscribers by doing content videos and visiting other live streams. Usually, and I think Papa Drew, we were on the phone today, Papa Drew and I, he called me earlier today, and he noticed that he loses subscribers when he does live streams. And he gave me the reason why, and I'm going to go over that too, because I notice I lose them during live streams too. I'll do a live stream and I'll grow all these channels. We'll call it Unite because I want to be called a grow channel. I'll unite all these channels and people grow by 5, 6, 20, 1, maybe 1, whatever. I'll go look at mine and I lost 2 or 3. And I'm like, what the heck? And I think he makes a point. What happens is you pick up some subscribers. They haven't watched you in a long time. They see you go live and they go, man, I haven't watched this guy in a while. And they unsub you. And that's fine. Because if you're not watching my content and leaving comments, you know, I understand. You want to sub me, no problem. I respect that. And I would rather, if you're really not paying attention to my content or my videos, my live streams, it's probably best. Because again, it's the ratio of how much activity I'm getting from the number of subscribers I'm getting. So I'm not offended by it, but it makes me work harder. And that's something else I wanted to tell you, how I pick up subscribers. I think I did already, where I go around and I watch on the bigger channels, go down their comments, go to those channels, watch their videos, comment them, and invite them over. And that's why I also ask people to type in, hey, Blue Wave Odyssey sent me. I always really stress that. It's not an ego thing for me. It's not that I'm trying to build my channel as much as it is that I want new blood to come in. Because we used to do this, and when I was a smaller channel, under 1,000 subscribers, and I noticed we're getting the same people all the time, and no one's adding any new subscribers. And then when we started doing that Blue Wave sent me, we noticed more people coming in. Plus my going out and you know, referring my own site, if you will, you know, recommending people come to my live streams so that it could benefit them. And that's been helping a lot too. Our epic RV adventure, nice things, even. Yeah, our epic adventure is really soaking this stuff in. Is this you, Shelly, or Michael? Because you really seem to be soaking in.
I think it's Michael. He said we just walked on what his tomorrow night show was going to be.
Okay, very good. Because you know, I'm not trying to rip in anyone for anything you're doing. I'm just giving really what I think is good, solid advice. And hey, I'm open to advice too. Like Imagine Your Odyssey just gave me a good thing. I'm going to try it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it. I'm going to let everyone know I'm doing that at the beginning of the stream when I do try. I don't know if I'll do it this week or when. I'll let everyone at the beginning, hey, I put it on slow chat. It seems I'm lagging right now. I'll let everyone know that I'm putting it on slow chat and let you guys tell me what you think of it. If the people don't like it, I'll turn it off and I won't use it. But if everyone thinks that it's worked better, because it's not, nothing's about me. It's always about you guys. It's always about the community and you. That's the way I run my channel. And I do. It started out with my content videos about me storing my stuff, but then as I got to, when I was a small channel, I did a live stream. I'm going to tell you guys this. This is a fact. A lot of you haven't experienced it, but I used to do. I would do a live stream when I first got in this thing, and no one came in, and it bummed me out. I'm like, why won't anyone come in? You know, 5 or 6 people, you know. So I went in one of the bigger channels and they go, hey, we'll come right over after we're done with ours. And I sat there like a little kid sitting there after ball practice, and his dad forgot to pick him up. I sat there and waited, and they didn't come in. And I thought for sure they were going to come in, and I was going to have some people, and they didn't. Felt like a little kid's birthday party no one showed up to. And I said, this isn't right. Why can't I bring people in? And when I started to grow, I said, I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen to anyone else. And that's what really got me started on building this community. So now when we bring new people in, and they're getting, and I go over their channels, and I saw where they were only getting 2 or 3 comments. Now they're getting 15, 20, 30 comments. Hippie said that. He goes, man, I'm getting all these comments now I used to never get. And that's because we've grown this community the right way. So when now one of us start a channel, I mean, Gary, it was so new to this community, he shouldn't have had more than 4 or 5 people in his streams, but he's got 20, 30 people in his streams because people they see him come on and they go join him because it's a community thing and what we're about. And I think that's really cool. But if you do a silent stream, you're going to lose people. You're not going to get 30 people to watch a silent stream.
We do good on the weekday during the day, but I think it's because we have a lot of coffee drinkers that need to talk. And like I said, I won't be able to do that all the time when things get back going, but it really has been fun. But I've reserved my main live stream for one night a week. One night a week, everybody knows what we're going to do. And that means we're going to bring in a bunch of new people that is a perfect fit for our community, like True Duo or somebody. And then we join. If like this past week we weren't able to do it, we send them to Blue Wave, or if we see them on Wednesday, we say, hey, go see Blue Wave. He's got a show Saturday night. He might can, or if he don't get to call you out, you'll meet a bunch of new people. So,
hey, we've got Jerry in the house.
Hey, Happy Place Diaries, I see that.
Yeah, Jerry, good to see you. You want to start a live stream? You want to do your regular show? We can get going over there right now. We can get at least 22 people over there right now, probably.
We will raid you if you want to do it.
Yeah, we can. You can get your show going right now, and we'll be glad to raid you. No one else is running a stream tonight, so if you're up for it, let us know.
There's nobody there's nobody right now. So if you want to do one, we will.
Go ahead, Jerry. Get it started. We'll be over there in 3 minutes, or as soon as we see you go live, we'll all jump over there and join you because tonight's your time, and we know that you lost track of time, and we're taking care of your parents, and we can respect that. So go ahead and start your stream, and see, that's what this is about. That's what I love about this community. How we all just, it's so cool. And Gary's feelings aren't hurt.
Oh yeah, no. I wasn't even going to do one, and Bob mentioned it, and it was great because I had done just this morning. Asked Bob if he would do a video just about this very subject, and he said, "Hey man, I'll do one on your next live." And so he said, "Hey, why don't you do a live?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I figured that's what you were going to do, but hey, I want to thank everybody for those that didn't come over to New Horizons this past Tuesday night. When I was in the tornado shelter, I kept, and I'm going to try not to pull a KT and start crying, but I was in the tornado shelter and we had tornadoes coming over. Our radar detected tornadoes coming over our house. And I was getting texts from you guys, and that really, I'm about to cry, but that really made my day, and it helps you get through times like that.
I'm sitting here reading some of this chat. Really good comment. Roy and Becky has to leave to guide a community member into the camp. How cool. I love it. This kind of stuff I like. Let me see here.
I tell you the best way that grows ours, True Duo, when we brought True Duo in, we did have a big impact on on their channel, but they have had a big impact on our channel. I don't know how many subscribers I've gained, friends of theirs that have started watching us because of what we've helped them do. And I'm sure Blue Wave gained some off of them, and all of you guys have.
I've gained off of every one of you guys. Every single one of you I've picked up subscribers from. Because even the small channels, even if they come in sub, there you go. But
if y'all drop that link, that'd be great. When Bob gets done, we'll go.
Yeah, we've all got something off. Do we have a link in there?
If we can get
New Horizon, go ahead if you would, please. And we are there. Give us, let's just go. I can just click on his name right now.
Yeah, I can pull it up in my thing.
And
I'll have to go through. All right, I'll meet y'all all over there. Let's go raid Jerry at Happy Place Diaries. Thank you guys for coming. Thank Bob at Blue Wave for all the information.
see you guys.
See y'all guys. Thank you.